Apple just released some of the most powerful running features on the watch, and today I'm going to put it to the test to see if they're actually useful. If you've been here for a while, you know I'm training for a sub 5-minute mile, so running on the track has been really critical, and some of the features aren't just up to par yet, but with the new automatic track detection, I'm super excited. So let's go test it out. Now, how does this all work? Well, right when you show up to an outdoor track like this, that's 400 meters long, and you go ahead and start an outdoor run on your watch, it should automatically say, hey, we detected a track. What lane are you running in? And then you should be able to get, quote, incredible accuracy is what they said. I want to find out how accurate is it, because I have been doing custom workouts on the track here and the accuracy isn't great. I'm just like a little bit off, a little bit too fast, a little too slow in terms of distance wise. So can this incredible accuracy get me the right distance and right pacing on this track? And supposedly I should be able to get lap alerts and complete these custom workouts with much more accuracy. So we are here at McCarren Park at a standard 400-meter track today in New York. Let's see if this works. It says you can change your lane during your workout by swiping right. That is super neat, because I know on my Garmin watch, you can't change the lane, I don't think, while you're running. Confirm. How do you want to measure the distance on the track? In meters, confirm. And now it's gonna acquire GPS right here. We're locked. We're gonna do a 10 by 200 meter repeats with two minutes of rest. I'm actually just gonna do 4 of these. But now if I go ahead and tap start workout, it looks like you're on a track. Choose a lane, we'll tap lane 1, confirm, and now it's ready to go. And we'll do 200 meter repeats, as well as the next thing up is my recovery. And I can press the action button to jump from segment to segment, as well as double tap the screen. And I'll start the action button here. I can press these 2 buttons to pause at any point. Let's run. Boom, action button, start workout, let's go. So how does this all work? It uses Apple Maps and GPS to bind me to the track. I pick the lane, and now it's gonna keep me in this track. It's telling me I'm behind target pace right now, but I can see that it says lane 1, 45 meters left. Let's see how accurate it is. 12 meters, 8 meters. Oh, 1 meter. It was right on, right on. 2:02 for 400 meters. I get a 1 minute recovery. It actually was very accurate. When I didn't have this mode on, it would be probably like, give me 20 meters left. So it was always inaccurate. But now it's just automatically figuring out my lap times. It says I have 30 seconds of rest left. So let's get back on the line, starting line. 2, 1, go. Go, work, 400 meters. It vibrates to let me know, but I'm also wearing the Garmin right now with track mode enabled as well. So let's see how the two compare at the end of this workout. Pretty accurate so far. This is really cool. To all the people who just talk about how this all works, we're actually going in the wild and we're testing it. Somebody stop us, because we're gonna take over the world. It buzzed, just a little late, but it buzzed. 153 on this lap. Now I get 1 minute of recovery, it says. The only downside is how Strava and Apple Health integrate with these interval workouts is it makes it look like I'm running a lot slower. So you need to use an app like Health Fit to really get the most accurate data from your Apple Health into Strava. I don't know if this is an Apple or a Strava issue, but it's kind of frustrating. So all the Garmin people can make fun of us for it, but hey, Apple all the way. 2, 1, round 2. Almost at the finish line here, 21 meters. Let's see how accurate it is. 7, 3, boom, recovery. 1 minute recovery. It's gonna show that right there. Still shows lane 1. 3 of 6 recoveries done. Time left 50 seconds. Even though I'm walking around during this rest time, it's showing 74 feet on my interval. So that distance is gonna get added to my actual workout, even though I'm just kind of walking around here. So 12:20. It says, the Garmin says 12:20 so far. We've done 3 laps. It's 1200. So the Garmin is 20 meters off. That could be human error or Garmin error. 2, 1, go, work. There we go. It said I walked around for 245 feet. 4 minutes, 8-minute mile pace, 4 of 8. Here we go. One thing that I was taught was that you need to adjust the workout as you're doing it. And it's kind of hard when you preset the workout. You go into it and you can't hit your paces, or you need to change the distances. So you have to stop and rewrite the workout in the watch. So for those scenarios, it's a bit of a challenge, but what I decided was I create a little bit of a cushion. If I know I'm doing 800s, 400s, I double the distances, and then I just skip those work if anything happens. Here we go. I'm doing 7:21 interval pace. What am I doing? All this for the content. 64 meters left. Finish line's right up there. We got 1 last straightaway. Garmin said 1,600 meters. So the Garmin buzzed a little bit faster than the Apple Watch did, but they're still relatively close. So check this out. So the Apple Watch is saying 1790 meters, the Garmin 1620. The Apple Watch, I think, is adding my breaks where I'm resting and not just like walking around in circles. So that's a little frustrating. I wish it didn't do that. Whereas the Garmin, I've been pausing after every 400 meter. And now if I want to move forward from the rest, I can double tap. It'll say my work, 5 of 8, 400 meters. I moved around 92 feet in little circles during my rest. And then it's going to show me lane 1 on the top left, work. I can press the action button as well to skip to the next interval. I don't need to double tap. So now it's recovery, 1 minute, 5 of 8 recovery. Tap the screen. You can see how much time I have left. The next thing up is work. It shows on the top left, rest, lane 1. I want to find a way where the rest is me just not moving and the timer is not moving up. And once you've actually done it, and if you want to keep doing extra laps because you're feeling super strong, it's going to switch to an open workout. Intervals complete, starting open goal. It'll still be lane 1, intervals complete, 12:33. Kind of on the screen you're going to see, if I press it, it's going to pause my workout, and that's interesting. Resume workout, pause workout. Oh, I haven't seen the action button be a pause and start. Usually you have to press both of these, so that's new. So now it's just going to be an open run in lane 1, and now we're going to pause it. I love that, I love that, it's a great update. And the workout here, it showed me my lane. It says what I did, about 1.1 miles, average pace, 11:38. I was actually running much faster, but because of my rest, it makes my average pace look slower. Whereas on the Garmin, it's gonna just use my running time. 7:41, right? That was my actual average pace while running. I ran about a mile, hit save. I ran 1,600 meters. So this overcalculated just a little bit. It shows the track, the pace, maintaining. So this should say 1,600. So same with the Apple Watch, but the way they're calculating things are slightly different. And see how well was the GPS map data here. So we'll pull that up on the iPhone and see what it looks like. Okay, so this is the very first time I'm using track mode and I'm looking at the fitness app here. It looks like it says we did 4 laps, which we did. It shows my workout details, so that's an extra data point is the laps that we did. Overall, the same new data points that you get in terms of vertical oscillation, cadence, stride length, ground contact time, those are all still there. But if you look at the map here, it should be more accurate. It should really just stick me to that lane 1. Wow, it does. It's like right on lane 1, all over. That's insane. So now distance and pacing should be much more accurate. You know, you have your classic heart rate zones as well. So that's really neat. I love the new heart rate zones feature in watchOS 9. I have my splits here for each of my miles that I did, as well as my lap times. So this is where I can see how fast was I running each lap. The goal was 7-minute miles. Ooh, it says my distance was over 400 meters. That might be taking into account the recovery time where I was just walking around in a circle. But I think ideally I want to cut that recovery time distance out of it and it would show my actual pacing for each of these laps. So that's a little frustrating. I wonder if there's a way to do that. Oh, here we go, intervals. This is where it'll show it. So 400 meters, it'll say 7:37 pace, 7:27 and 7:20 pace, and then I skipped all the rest. But this is the spot where I can see my actual lap times, and it's automatically figuring that because it's able to glue to the track. I don't have to press any buttons. As soon as I cross that finish line, bam, it stops the timer and it shows my time on here. So that is extremely valuable. You just have to put a level of trust into knowing that it's actually going to do that. It seemed like for the most part it was pretty accurate, maybe like 1 step over, but overall it was really good. Wow, I'm excited to use this and test this out a little bit more often. I'll share more details in future videos, so turn on your notifications if you want to see that. I'm going to put it to the test and see, does it actually work? Is it actually useful? Next, we're going to go test out the race routes feature, but first we need to take the subway over there, and there's a new noise and hearing feature that I really love to protect your ears. Let's head out. All right, we're now in the subway in New York City, and it gets kind of loud here. As you can see, the decibels are at 90-85. And there's one thing that I love about the AirPods Pro Gen 2 that the new AirPods Pro Gen 1, as well as the Max has got, and that is it'll reduce the outside environmental sounds when you're wearing them, and it has the built-in noise cancellation feature. So I can see on my watch it says level reduced by AirPods with the actual sound level at the bottom. So I know my dad is losing his hearing and it's really hard to communicate to him unless he's wearing his hearing aid. So this is really valuable for me because I want to protect my hearing so that way I can hear my family members like as long as possible later in life. All right, there we go. The level is reduced by the AirPods. You can see the 90 dB, 85 dB without the AirPods. So that's protecting my hearing right now. It's keeping it at a safe-ish level, which is really nice. One thing I've learned is even group fitness classes get extremely loud. The New York City subway gets extremely loud. So these are places that you need to protect your hearing. Concerts, I want to try these at concerts to see if that actually works. Because if you don't protect your hearing in these environments, even though some of them might be considered healthy, like group fitness, you could be damaging parts of your ears. So Apple, thank you for making this product because I think it's extremely valuable. Just provide insights. Now that we're off the subway, we're going to test out the new race route feature. So let's go for a quick speed run. So race routes is here. I can race against myself from previous runs. So when I go find my outdoor run option, I can actually tap the triple dots and it's gonna load. Oh, I already have a race route, 8.5 miles. We're not doing that today. But it shows my race route, 8.5 miles in New York. The last time was December 7th that I ran this. And it shows a map, Apple Maps, as well as like where I ran, kind of like an elevation across the distance, and I can change my alerts and workout views, how far ahead or behind I am from my previous run. Whoa, I can zoom in and out to see what the GPS look like. I know there is one spot here where it makes me go in the water. So if you look at that, I don't know, Apple, can we fix that? I didn't go swimming, I'll tell you that much. So we're gonna do a 1 mile race route and do that twice, so that way it pops up on my watch, and then we'll do a third one to see if I can beat those 2 other times. Garmin just hit a mile. Apple Watch 0.98, 1 mile, 9:07. Race route number 1. So I'm gonna do my second run because you need 2 runs, and then it should show up on my watch, and we can try to beat my 1 mile time down the West Side Highway here in New York City. 0.97, that was race route number 2. Will this show up as a race route since I ran the same exact 1 mile twice up and down? No race route yet. So just earlier today, I ran 2 miles up and down this path right here. So let's pull up the watch and see how it looks. Go ahead and press the action button to open workout. It's gonna say outdoor run. I wanna press those triple dots. It should come out here. So there's this race route, which is my really long run. Let's try to filter. I'm gonna filter by route. Right now, it looks like I only have 2 routes that I can do. So I guess I'll just do this long one right here because it's my only option. So we'll start the workout. It's now going to say we're 0 ahead, 8.49 miles remaining. I'm gonna start to run this and see what it kind of looks like. Let's go. So now it's ready to go. Press the action button to get started. Starts the workout. Here we go, let's do it. I'm behind, we gotta speed up. All right, we're ahead, 8.43. What happens if I go the wrong direction? It's saying I'm off route now. Off route, whoopsies. So, racing against my other time, 10.36. Race time and race pace are unavailable when the route has not been completed. I didn't actually do it, so this is all new. Maybe one day I'll have to actually race against that time. So that was interesting. Since you enjoyed this video, go watch my series where I travel the world with the Apple Watch Ultra, linked right here.